What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Many of you know about attorney Dennis Sperling, based out of the Houston, Texas area. He has his own law firm there and is very accomplished, many degrees, and even almost like a PhD in biology also. I believe a master's there, so he's a very talented guy. But he's active here on YouTube, talking more or less about issues that affect black men in a way similar to T.S. Johnson. Not the same, but similar. But just like T.S. Johnson, he posts a lot on his Facebook wall, okay? And I was alerted to this conversation that was posted by Mr. Sperling by another sister who he may have got this from some place else. And the dialogue is such that this woman is being very honest about how she approaches dating black men versus dating white men. And this would come to no surprise because, this whole idea of code switching, when you get around one group of people, you act one way, and when you come around another group of people, you act another way. So that kind of idea is not uncommon. But I believe that if you're in a same romantic relationship with one group of people, you wouldn't think that, somebody from your community would treat another group better than they do their own people. Right? If I'm dealing with a white woman, for an example, I wouldn't treat her differently because she's white. I would treat her differently because she's nice or because she's, more attentive to my needs. Similar with a black woman, I would treat each person individually as to how much I like them, how much value they brought to me. But this isn't the case with this sister here, okay? She says this: "Day music, I'm going to keep it all the way 100. Stop the show. Somebody liked that post, right? "Day music. To be honest, when I dated this white guy, I was on my best behavior. Didn't want to come off ghetto. Didn't want to seem uneducated or loud. So in a sense, I kind of submitted." Stop the show. This is very interesting. She says, didn't want to come off ghetto. Didn't want to seem uneducated or loud. So in a sense, I kind of submitted. So this is something that Crystal and Kira has been talked about in her book. I believe it was called Swirling. She told black women, I believe on the first page, I never read the book, but Mr. David Carroll did. He says, or at least he said that she wrote that black women, when you're dating with white men, leave your black girl attitude at home. Okay? And the reason why she may have said it, because she felt that stereotype might have been true for a lot of the people that wanted to date white men. So she included that into her book, which I believe is a bestseller. Now, sad music. Now, when I'm with black men, I can curse him out because we both know the struggle, and I'm already assuming I know his behavior. Stop the show. I'm already assuming I know his behavior. So because he's black, he's struggled. Now, not only is this a concept for dealing with black men, let's look at it on a more macro level. This is the concept that a lot of black people have with one another. It's not just an African American issue. I've experienced what she's talking about in my year living in Africa. Black people, when they see each other, not all the time, but it's not uncommon for blacks to look at each other and say, you know what, this person's black, he knows the struggle, I assume I know that he's going to be shady, so, I'm already going to prejudge him, or, I'm already going to try to get over on him, I'm already going to give him a lack of quality just because, well, he's black, so I don't have to give him the best or give her the best. Even in black businesses, we see that. So this attitude is not just common for just, interracial relationship dating or in dating inside the community. This is a black problem you see all over the black world. I've experienced it head on. Okay, not only in America, in Europe too. Okay. Now, she says, sad music. Before anyone attacked me, I was so wrong for this. The things I did for the white guy, I should have did for my black men, honestly. Now, I want to just say this. I appreciate the fact that she's being honest. And I don't think that this is something that we should bash a sister for just being honest, for saying the same thing. Because the things that she should have did, that she did for the white guy, she should have did for the black guy. And probably what happened was she did it for the white guy and he probably didn't even appreciate it. And she found out that just because he was white doesn't mean that he was a good person or he was deserving. And this is what I try to do now, in whatever I do. When I do things for the black community or for the my black subscribers, I try to provide the best that I have, whether it's, with concepts or with content. I'm trying to get better, but you try to give the best service you can give to black people. That's the problem. We don't appreciate each other's in the talents. We don't appreciate each other's in relationships. If I have a black woman, especially a person from my community, I'm gonna love them more, not less, because of the struggle. I'm gonna love you more because of the struggle, because we're the same people. I see that different behavior. I see that differently when I lived in Poland. Polish people have an extreme appreciation of one another. The Ukrainians, I see that's here. The community is built amongst each other. If you look in America, look at the Ethiopian community. They're very closed off usually to other people. So are Indians, right? They're going to help their people over anybody else. Eritreans are the same way. But as African Americans or blacks, we are going to give each other attitude because we have a distrust for each other. And so that goes into interracial relationships. I see it with black women all the time. They will go out there and say, I'm going to get this white guy and I'm going to be submissive to him because I know that if I have my black girl attitude, he ain't going to take that, he's going to leave. All right? And that's something that a lot of black men need to do. The reason why sometimes we get mistreated in relationships by black women is because we put up with it and other races don't. And sometimes it's a shock. A lot of times black women, when you're still rich and you're successful as a black man, well, you're still black, right? So you're going to still get some cultural problems. It's possible that you can get it from sisters, right? And if they start acting a certain way that you don't like, you treat them just like anybody else would. And a white guy, if you start acting ghetto, if you start doing things like that with him, usually he gonna let you go. That's all black men gotta try to do. Just don't put up with it. Okay? See, that's why they don't treat the white men like that, because they know that he won't put up with it. When it comes to you, you will. So that's why they do it. But once they realize that it doesn't work, then they'll start treating you the same way as you present yourself. Okay? And this is a problem. But like I said, and I still don't even deal with it, but you are what you accept. If you accept people talking to you crazy, they will do it. And yes, you got sisters out there who feel like white guys are better. I'm gonna say it too. If you do, so what? Who cares? All right? I'm in Africa quite often, and I know there are African Americans there. Sometimes Africans give white people better service or better treatment. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I'm there for what I'm there to do. I'm focused on what I'm supposed to be focused on. So I would tell black men, still, be focused on the people that want to deal with you, and the people that don't want to deal with you, let them kiss your ass. But yes, you do have sisters out here who, if they would have treated black men with the same respect that they treat other men, they would have a nice black man. Just like she realized. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first clip at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.